everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Panthers going up against the Bills. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Buffalo Bills. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be first down, Panthers.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Newton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
There's Newton now on second down. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. And he'll get it up the middle. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they put it on the ground here on the the second drive, and of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
They tried a corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back, because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Startulele is a former first-round pick who's starting to round into form, becoming one of the better run stoppers in the league.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Turbin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is speed. He can absolutely fly at the linebacker position.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. 3rd down here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Brown, the lone receiver, left. From the 50, Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Newton on 3rd down. And caught left side, Olsen. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. And this is caught for a touchdown. Hold everything here, flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field. And that's really difficult to do, because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You played through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team?
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. K1 short in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go! 1, 9, 1. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Taylor. They got a man. It's Woods. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And with the big gain, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Now Taylor going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Again, it's Taylor. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now Taylor on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Come on, let's go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go!
After the interception, here's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And avoids the contact by sliding. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Following the penalty, here's Stewart. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11. This one taken from the 7. Pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they start the second half with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On 2nd down, Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. To throw is Taylor, and that is incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target. And 4th down coming up. Here's Colton Schmidt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And a cutback right sideline. And all the way down to the the 7-yard line. A great run that time by Stewart. 66 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the gun, here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Hey. We got three. Three down.
Cam looking to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one taken from the 7. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Come on, let's go.
Now Taylor to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
So the offense has it first and 10. Taylor will throw again. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset because they scored.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Surveying the field. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have picked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 1 man in the backfield. That's McCoy. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Now it's Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Carolina getting set to take the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Newton on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Throwing is Newton. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. From the gun on third down, Newton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Fielded at the 43. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Let's go!
One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Trying to shake off the intercept. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go!
On 2nd down, Taylor. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A good pickup there at 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 20. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
A beautiful fake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to 10 again. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.